Hello, my name is Emily Traster, and I am here today with Dan Dalton, one of the founding partners of Dalton and Tomich. Dan has helped a number of churches leave the United Methodist denomination and keep their property. How are you doing today, Dan?
I am doing great, Emily. It's so good to see you. How are you doing?
I'm doing well, thank you. Dan, can you talk to us about the congregational vote to leave the United Methodist Church? What steps should a local church take when it leaves the denomination?
Sure. Even though this is not necessarily set forth in the discipline, most conferences require that there's going to be a two-thirds vote of the members attending the congregational meeting to disaffiliate. Two-thirds of those have to vote to approve to disaffiliate. So what that means is that prior to disaffiliation vote, you need to go through and cull your membership list to make sure that your members that have been reported over the last several years are actually still members. There's a lot of people in the Methodist world that never drop their membership. They just go to different churches. So clean up your membership roll. The second is once the individuals do come and are members, make sure that you know and they know what the position is on disaffiliation. It is so important to treat the vote like a political campaign. That is how your conference is treating it. Give you an example. In Arkansas, what had occurred there is that the Arkansas Annual Conference had really worked with a group called Stay UMC, which was basically part of the conference, where they did radio ads, TV ads, they did billboards, they did articles in the Sunday newspaper, full page ads. They had individuals, clergy from other churches calling all the members. They did YouTube videos. They did everything they could do to press people to vote against disaffiliation. The church, in response, did a similar type of campaign where they met with individuals, and the leaders met with individuals going through explaining what disaffiliation meant, what the cost would be, what the timeline would be, what it would look like post disaffiliation. And there was a straw vote that was done beforehand, and they had an idea of where the members were. But when they did the actual vote, it was very clear to them that the vote would it was a much tighter vote. So they did a get up to vote campaign. They had people picking up individuals and explaining what the vote was about as well on that particular Sunday. So it's just really important, when you do your discernment process and you get your date set, treat it like a campaign. Divide your church up among your leadership by number of individuals. Have those leaders call and explain disaffiliation and meet with the group to explain it, reaffirm their vote, affirm their vote, have them drive them to the church the day of the vote. Make sure that you have that vote taken care of, because if you don't, it'll fail. And once it fails, it's pretty devastating for the local church. And know this, know that the conference is doing the exact same thing on their end. They're exerting pressure on members. They're sending letters, they're making calls, emails, videos, YouTube videos, like in Jonesboro, to the extreme of billboards and newspapers and TV and radio. So treat it like you would treat a political campaign. Once you pick your date, work backwards on a timeline, figure out how you're going to contact your members and get your two-thirds vote. Very critical. I can't explain that even more. It's just so critical that you do that.
Thank you for your insight, Dan. If your church is looking to leave the United Methodist Church and are interested in hiring Dan to help you through the process, please reach out to our office at 313-859-6000 or email us today. Thank you.